Hello, Pisces, and welcome to Fifi and Gigi's Tarot readings. Thank you so much, Pisces, for joining me. Hope you're doing absolutely amazing. So, Pisces, I will be doing the third party twist. So, what's going on between you, your person, and whoever this third party is? Let's find out anything we can. Let's get some advice from the tarot cards. What is your person's feelings with a third party? Your person's feelings with you? How is this situation impacting you, Pisces? So let's get started. I will be, of course, using the Spellcaster's Tarot. Of course, any of these tarot cards that you do wish to purchase, they're all down below in the description box. Okay, Pisces. So let's just clear the cards. Third party situation. What do we need to know? Anything at all, please, for you, Pisces. Let's cut the cards. So look at this. Behind the deck, we do have the Four of Cups. We're feeling a little bit bored with the situation, also melancholic, missing the good times. The Four of Cups does also suggest that there is an opportunity on its way. Something big with the Three of Wands. No more waiting, no more delays. A very, very generous offer is coming towards you. The Three of Pentacles. This is about equality, fairness, things being divided equally. Okay, let's have a look. I'm going to get 6 cards for you, Pisces. Okay. So, Pisces, first we're going to be looking at your person's feelings with the third party. That's what the first card represents, and then we'll follow through. Okay. All right. What do we have, please? Interesting. We do have the Wheel of Fortune. Does your person have feelings for this third party? Yes, absolutely, they do. From being at the bottom of the wheel, they want to be on top of the wheel. They feel lucky to have met them. Let's look at another card. Tell me more, please. Hmm, interesting. Ten of Swords. They've had their ups and downs. Not everything seems what it seems to be, especially with the Ten of Swords. I almost feel like they have their ups and down moments, but I feel like the situation is actually starting to turn for the better here. So what are we seeing here? Especially with the Ten of Swords, that things were down. Things were really, really down, but now they're starting to shift with the Wheel of Fortune right here. So it almost felt like it was over too, but it's not over. If your person is telling you it's over, things are finished, no, I highly doubt that. It's not over. Let's look at, how does your person feel about you, Pisces? We have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles. Interesting. So the Six of Pentacles is a very generous card. It's your person taking care of you, not just emotionally, but also financially. There's the emotional side, but also the financial side. They may be a very, very good provider. What else? Yeah. They're very, very sure about you. Absolutely. 100%. They absolutely do love you. They do definitely have feelings for you, Pisces. There's no doubt about that. And they may be a very, very good provider. So they probably earn really, really well money here. They provide abundance, security. What I feel here, especially, and I need to go back here, it's almost like it's over, but no, there's still something going on here, Pisces. So here we have the Queen of Wands. So this could represent the third party. We have a divine feminine here. could be fire sign, not necessarily do they have to represent a fire sign, like Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, but they may have traits of a fire sign. So what are we seeing here? Again, there is a lot of flirtiness. There's a lot of passion between the both of them. Tell me more. Mhm. Look at this. Also, the High Priestess. I feel like your person doesn't really share, or they're not very open with a third party. I almost feel like the third party wants to know, where is this headed? Where is this connection headed? Look at the High Priestess. Everything is up in the air. Who knows? I almost feel like the third party wants to see action, wants to see some sort of results and change. But I feel like almost with this third party, there's broken promises. Your person doesn't see through to the end. They just have them there, on standby. I almost feel like there's your person, Pisces, do they love this idea of just having two people? Because just looking at the cards, what do they hide from the third party? Look at this. Four of Wands. There's no doubts. They actually do feel for this third party. And this card also represents reunion, twin flame, invitations, meeting up somewhere. Notice the Wands represents 11s. So they're probably messaging each other, perhaps 11 at night. The digits that represent the double ones here. Tell me more, please. I feel what's happening here, Pisces, what are they hiding from the third party? I feel like your person has no intentions of pursuing them, because this is the home card. This represents your home, Pisces. This represents something at your doorstep, that your person has love and passion only for you. Let's see more. Tell me more, please. Yeah, see? Your person has commitment for you, Pisces, but they are hiding this from, of course, the third party. They are committed. This can show also, Pisces, because we do have the Hierophant, that perhaps maybe you're married to this person, or for some of you, you're trying couples counseling, either with a counselor, a psychotherapist. We're seeing some sort of counseling here that perhaps the third party is not aware of. So where are things headed with this third party? Yeah, it's going to continue. Absolutely. We have the Six of Cups. They have a great friendship. They do. They have some sort of long history. They probably know each other from school, or perhaps from work, or some sort of family reunion. That they know each other, and they intend to keep in contact even as friends. What else, please? Things can progress between them, because we do have the most romantic night, the Knight of Cups. See, the Knight of Cups, remember, we're seeing knights now. We're seeing a motivation to take action. We're seeing change here, offers. Again, your person's being really motivated, or could be the third party, really motivated because of their feelings for each other to take action. So even though we're seeing the friendship card, the Knight of Cups can show that this could go somewhere further. How does this impact you, Pisces? You do have the Five of Cups, unfortunately. The Five of Cups is the card of regret. It's a situation where you put in 110%, but yet you're still left disappointed. You're kind of like, and I hate to say this, it almost feels like you're the second option, the last one to know, because of this love triangle that's happening here. Tell me more, please, regarding that card. What do we have? Yeah. See, Pisces, we've got the Three of Cups. This situation is it's always going to be not a situation between you and your person. It's going to be a situation between you and your person and the third party. Three. We're seeing three. This person, this third party, is always going to linger, always going to, be around. The problem is here that your person is allowing this. This is the issue. Mm. See, Pisces, here we have the King of Cups. I definitely feel that again, your energy here, it's just very nurturing. You're very grounded. I feel like you do have a lot of hope. You want things to work out. At the same time, especially with the Five of Cups, I feel like it doesn't matter how much you try, somehow you will be disappointed. There's that King of Wands. There's the Queen. Interesting. So can you see how court cards have jumped out? And we've seen already some sort of love triangle. The King or the Queen of Wands can be flirty, show attraction, passion. They very easily flirt with other people here. While the King of Cups, representing you, Pisces, is more like you don't need to show off. There is no necessity to display all of that. None of that. Tell me more, please. What do we have? Yeah. So we also finished with the Hanged Man and also the Eight of Swords. I almost feel like with you, Pisces, you're going to see for yourself that this connection between you and your person is not moving forward nor backwards. So we need to change, we need to adapt, sometimes even sacrifice. What haven't we tried yet? Are we holding on to something that we're not getting the results? And you have to ask yourself, how do you feel about your person? But how do they make you feel? Because I'm seeing the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords shows when we're pulling back from our person. We don't feel confident enough to speak to them or to trust them. In fact, we're feeling trapped. Almost we feel imprisoned because we're a little bit in a position where we don't know exactly what's going on. We don't know the entire truth. So what do? We pull back. We refuse to trust our person. We refuse to trust the situation. And this is kind of like telling us, Pisces, okay, hang on a second. Well, you deserve the honest truth. You do deserve at least some clarity. And this is when the Five of Cups comes in. Sometimes with the Five of Cups, we hear the truth, but it can be disappointing at the same time. I just feel that this third party, they're always around. We see it with the Three of Cups. We're seeing here even with the Knight of Cups, can't help to notice that also the King and also the Queen of Wands has jumped out. The King of Water, so the King of Cups. So we are seeing that there is definitely a very strong third party situation here. And you've got to ask yourself, Pisces, in this situation, are you truly happy here? At the end of the day, it is your decision. You do need to make a decision here, Pisces, just by looking at these cards. You have the Five of Cups and also the Three of Cups. This person is going to stick around. They're not going away. And with the Five of Cups, again, this is showing that there is that disappointment, your person letting you down, looking at your person thinking, wow, I thought this person really had my back. So we got to understand, okay, what's next? Perhaps this is time that we adapt. we become more assertive. It's not about being aggressive, but perhaps we need to do things a little bit different, get out of our comfort zone. Even with the Eight of Swords, it shows that we are holding back because we don't trust the situation. There's probably a very good reason, Pisces, why you don't trust the situation. I don't know why, but I'm seeing the gym. I don't know if there is a connection between your person and the third party at the gym. There's something going. I'm just seeing that, the gym. And I'm also getting to check the phone. Check the phone because I feel like there is text messages between the both of them. There's text messages. Just don't be afraid to ask for your person's for don't feel afraid to ask for your person to look at their messages. You know, if they have nothing to hide, then they should be more than able to give you their phone. Thank you very much, Pisces, for joining me. I hope this reading has brought some sort of clarity and guidance. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.